Okay. I think we're live. Oh man, I haven't done this in a long time. So I don't know if everything's even working right now. So I need a quick audio check from everyone here. That's step one. This is going to be a super short stream today because I really only got everything set back up last night, and there's a check. Okay, good. Thank you, Migrant Film. If anyone's interested, there's an open house at the ASC today. So it's, I think, the first time they've opened up for everyone since COVID. So that should be interesting. It's probably going to be pretty slammed. So I haven't done the mod stream in a while, a long while, but I definitely haven't stopped working with lenses, obviously. So, first lens today. I have a small set of Leica Rs, and we have the ever popular 19mm version 1 that appears to be in really good shape. Oh, and this up camera is not going to focus now. Something's not working on it, so the focus is set basically at the bench level. I could probably adjust that a little bit. I see I'd need to stop it down to get more depth of field, but then we lose. It's going to crank up the ISO now. There, we're at a 5.6. I guess I just need brighter lights. I guess that's okay. Alright, so really nice focus movement on this guy. Very smooth, very consistent. Pretty solid, no loose threads. Aperture, we don't really care because we're going to declick it anyway. Actually, I don't know if we're declicking. Yes, we are. This one's getting the full mod. So very, very minor signs of wear on the mount. For those of you that have been here for a while, you know that's one of my go-to signs of heavy use. If the mount has brassing or if it's got a lot of scratching, then you can tell it's been used a lot. Got a little bit of paint in a little bit extra paint in the engravings. Let's see if this will focus here. Oh yeah, there we go. See, like that right there. It's as if somebody tried to repaint the engravings and just didn't actually clean off the excess paint. I don't know why I see that often. I don't know if that's a factory thing from back in the 80s or 90s, but it's ugly. I can't imagine someone would go through the trouble of finding matching paint, painting it delicately, and then not cleaning off the excess. So, I don't know. Potentially, most importantly, the front element's in great condition. No scratches, no blemishes. Let's get you a reflection there. Right there. Beautiful. Really nice condition. The whole thing. Yeah. A little bit of dust, but not bad considering this age. All right. I can't hear the music at all. There we go. That's probably okay. All right. So this lens has already been projected and everything, so we know it's good optically. And it's been sort of it's been vetted. It's working fine. Thanks, Casper. I assume you're referring to the audio. All right. We don't need this whole thing here. Oh, I actually don't have... So this is why this is a reintroduction mod stream. I don't have the correct grease at this bench. Ooh, that's a snug one. I will need the correct grease eventually. I'll steal it from another tech. Yeah, I feel like that light's not as bright as it should be. Oh, I know what I'm missing. Ha 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 ha. That's my over-the-shoulder light. Now I can see better. Now I've got my reflections. Excuse me. I can also tell that this hasn't been taken apart before because these screws that go on the rear baffle, the original paint is still intact. When that gets taken out, that paint gets ruined. Okay. Maybe it has been taken apart. I see two different types of grease here. Two different types of grease and a tiny bit of oil. Let's refocus here. Right there. I don't know if that shows up at all. Yeah, it does. Right here. That oil residue around the screw hole. That means that somebody either tried to put thread locker on it and put too much. I don't know where else that would come from because it doesn't come from the underside. Well, I guess it could, but there's not a lot of grease around it there. All right. Our spring is somewhere in there, I hope. Yep, there it is. So not a whole lot of grease on here, which means this will feel much better once we actually lubricate it. Oh, I forgot to go back down. Okay, speaking of grease, I'm gonna go find that. Actually, I could use this stuff. This is gonna be a little too light. I forget which one this is. That might actually work okay. I'm gonna try this and see what happens. That's the beauty of greasing a lens. If it doesn't work right, you just take the grease out and try a different one. But I don't have... Oh, shoot. I am out of solvent. So I probably will have to go get that. Yeah, I will. Alright, I'll be right back. Stand by. I don't even remember how to move to my... Oh, another new addition here. The fish cam there. So this is the aquarium in our lobby. So this is actually live. Those are the fish right now. That is a set of Zeiss Super Speeds. Actually, here I can go full screen for you. I forgot there's no microphone input on that setting, so I was just talking to myself. But anyway, I'll leave it full screen while I go grab that solvent that I need. The quick backstory on the fish cam, or the lenses in the fish tank. The Super Speeds were in a flood in someone's basement, and by the time they got to us, they were completely corroded and just trash. So we made an offer, basically telling them we were going to use them as a display piece because they could never be fixed. And they've been sitting in our aquarium now for probably almost 5 years, completely submerged underwater. So it's kind of a cool experiment as well. And then the lens in the middle, the bigger one in the background, that's an Ingenue HR that has no glass in it aside from the front flat. It's just spare pieces that we've collected over the years from servicing lenses and had enough to basically assemble a shell. So there's no glass in it whatsoever. It's just that front flat, which has also been in there for about 5 years. And it's really interesting what the water does. The glass on that front flat, it's just one piece of glass, but it has started flaking off and chipping away. There's no erosion. There's a filter, but the water is not really moving much. So it's really cool to see what the water does over time. Anyways, I'm going to put up the full fish cam. Actually, I'll put up the standby thing so that people don't jump in and think that this is a fish channel. So I'll be right back. Okay. I believe that's running again. What's in the shot here? I don't really need that anymore. No more of these big clunky bell ones. I got my nice solid tray. Okay. Yeah, so the whole point of this stream is to really just get back in the rhythm. So you guys are kind of getting the nitty-gritty preview. I'd have to look up in the channel history. I think the last one I did was like a lens roundup with a bunch of new lenses, but I haven't done an actual mod stream probably almost a year. Lens made in Canada. It still amazes me that some people try to find just the ones made in Germany and they despise the ones made in Canada. Not knowing that even if it says made in Canada or made in Germany, parts still came from Canada. In some cases, not all. Can I ask a question not related to light? Absolutely. Please do. What do you think about the new Atlas Mercury? Do you have a chance to try them? I have tried them, and now that they're announced, I can actually talk about me trying them. Atlas has been working on those for a long time. Personally, I think they're pretty awesome. They're super small, they're super compact. I think they need more focal lengths. I thought that they were taking so long to announce them because they were adding more focal lengths. And I'm sure they will eventually, but I think it's only 3 lenses right now. That's kind of a bummer, but I get it. You know, get started with what you have. But the image quality, the build quality, is pretty impressive, especially for the price. Whoa, slippery ring. I think Atlas with their Mercury lenses are going to be very popular. I think the Laowa nanomorphs are already very popular, even though they haven't begun shipping. Everybody wants those. And then I don't know if it's been announced yet. There's another one that I'm pretty excited about, but I should check. I should wait and see if it's been announced. So this stream is not going to go too long. I started later than I wanted. I wanted to start at 8 a.m. It's 9 o'clock right now. I don't know what time the ASC thing is. If anybody's in the LA area, the ASC open house is today at the clubhouse. I would highly recommend going to that. Where is that? Reminder, there we go. 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. So I have to get there a little bit early. I've got to drop off some goodies. I don't know if you, well, it's out of focus behind me there, but there's some plaques and stuff that we make for the clubhouse, for the museum. Last time I went, it was packed. It was packed last time, and this, I believe, is the first time they're opening to the public since COVID. So people, it's either going to be a dud because everyone's afraid to go, or it's going to be jam-packed because nobody's been able to go for 3 years now. They've still had events there. We do the master class there. The ASC Awards was at the clubhouse last year, which was kind of cool. Also kind of crowded. Usually it's in a giant ballroom and they have room for thousands of people, so they had to cram those people into basically the parking lot around the clubhouse. Deacon's book signing was packed. Oh, was that at the clubhouse? Santa Monica. Oh, that's cool. Speaking of books, I will take a minute in the stream here to give you guys a little preview of something new. Actually, I should come up with a coupon code first. Maybe I'll reward you guys for being the first ones back to the mod stream. I grabbed the wrong brush. This one's too big. Good to see you, Jeffrey. It's good to be seen. I've been wanting to pick the mod stream back up for months. It's just been hectic and busy with my daughters and activities, weekend stuff. Hello from Marrakesh. Wow, nice. I assume that's... I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, Marrakesh. Morocco. Tell me if I'm saying that completely wrong. You nailed it. All right. That's beautiful. Absolute butter. Once we get that baffle back in, it'll have a nice hard clicks at the ends. Yeah, so I didn't even have these cameras set up. The face one has been set up for a while because that's what I would use for Zoom meetings still. But the top-down one, that got repurposed. I had to steal it back. Oh, I forgot. We gotta get all the grease off of there. That's nasty. We don't need that. We need a little bit in this groove, but all of that is unnecessary. Another question, can you talk about Sigma FF Prime's V35 project mod? Will it happen? Is it worth doing? Oh man. Paul Duclos. Hello from across the hall. Hi, boss. I guess that means he's here right now. I didn't see anybody else come in. I can't see the cameras. I think he's here. So for those of you wondering, Paul is my father. He is the founder of the company, lifelong Lens Tech. Taught me everything I know. So the Sigma V35, there is no Sigma V35. I'll start by saying that. There's a couple other ideas that Dominic is kicking around. Actually, I can clarify some of that entire project. So the V35 project, that was an idea that Dominic had, that we do that. Let me back up a little more even. So it's a detuning project, really. We call it detuning. We spell it D-tuning, just so that we don't get in trouble from any other brands that may, claim the phrase detuning, like D-E-T-U. Anyway, we've been doing that for years. We've done it on a ton of different lenses. And we usually do it for a specific customer, like a rental house, or an owner that wants something really, really unique. And we don't usually talk about it too much. So when we do that, we give the customer the option. We say we can do this as an exclusive recipe just for you, or we can do it as a Duclos product and we can resell it, and we'll give you a much lower price because we'll be able to recoup our R&D money selling it to other customers. So Dominic wanted to do the exclusive route, and we said that's fine, you could do that and you can sell it to whoever you want. So he went ahead and he went all out with it. Started marketing it, started taking pre-orders for it, for the cannons, I mean. And he did really great. I never would have taken it as far as he did, so credit where credit is due. He did a very good job there. And he was very, very particular in the R&D process, the recipe that we came up with. He had a very specific look that he wanted. So we went back and forth with him for months and months. And I'm very happy with the result of that project. The look of the Canon V35s is pretty awesome. So when that kind of took off and people started buying it, he started looking at other lenses that we could do. But we're still knee deep in the Canons. So if we do another project like that with him, I don't know what it will be. I don't see the benefit of doing the Sigmas. Sigma already has the Sigma Classics. Personally, I like the Sigma Classics. I like the look they give. I like the flare. It's a little extreme for some people, I know. So I don't know if that will be the next one or not. Right now we're focusing on the Canon. We still have, I think we're on batch 2 of the Canons. And I think there's a third batch and maybe a fourth batch, I'm not sure. Appreciate that. And I know that was a long answer. Well, let me throw that question back to you then. Why do you prefer Sigma over, say, Tokina, or we kicked around some other ideas. I think Dominic sent out like a feeler for what people wanted, like CP3s, or what else did he say? CP2s even. Glad you found the time with your kids. I have a question. My kids were pretty important. That was a big deal. I had to put this on pause because I really wanted to spend more time with them. They're very young. They're at the perfect age to have fun with them on the weekends. So they're 6 and 8. I acquired an Angenu 28 to 70 f2.6 and 70 to 210. Pristine in Nikon. Ooh, nice. 2070, a very loose manual focus ring by design. In theory, could it mechanically be smoothed out? If so, probably is. If I wanted to get them rehoused, where would I go? I don't know of anybody that's actively doing those lenses as a rehousing, aside from like, I think maybe I saw one done by Kim Cam, I can't remember. I think they're in South Korea. I can't speak to their quality. The couple I've seen they're okay at best. Nothing's really gonna stand up to TLS or Zero Optic. Those are the best you can get, and I don't think TLS or Zero Optic would bother touching that. As far as tightening up the focus on those, I don't know if that's possible. Like you said, I think that's kind of by design. So, I mean, anything's possible with enough money, but at a certain point, you're essentially going to redesign the entire focus mechanic. Or I should say, at a certain point, it's not economical. It's not worth it. Kim camera is the only one, but I heard mixed. Yeah, that's all of the, basically anyone aside from the two that I mentioned, TLS and Zero, you're kind of taking a chance. I mean, you're going to get a rehoused lens, sure, but is it going to be any more usable than it was? The 7210 is one of the best manual zooms. That's a bold statement there, Mr. DeLuccio. I also don't... Oh, I do have. Gotta have my thread locker. Actually, I'm not going to use that because this is going to go get recollimated after I'm done. I own Sigmas. Oh, that's why you want to do the Sigmas, because you own them. I wanted to clarify the possibility. Goal for now is to complete my Nikon AIS set. Nice. And start rehousing it. Hello from France. Hello, Film Crop. Yeah, a lot of people own the Sigmas. I think that was one of the reasons why it got the most votes when Dominic put out that feeler. Because people wanted to use what they already had. They wanted to modify what they already had. Yeah, and Sigmas are really popular. A lot of people doubted. Oh, you know what? What am I doing? This is going to get a mount conversion. Whoops. A lot of people doubted Sigma when they first came out because they were just rehoused still lenses, but that's been done so many times now. It's really not a bad thing anymore to base your optics on still glass. You can look at Leica lights with the Hugo primes, look at lights again with the Thalia primes. Those are rehoused medium format lenses. CP2s, CP3s, I mean, the list goes on. It's not a bad thing to base your optics on still lenses. It's just better to have a unique cine-friendly or cine-focused design. Tokina zoom, yep, exactly. There's a ton of those I mean, if I think about it more, Zine CF, Zine, even the new, what's their new ones called? The Zine Meisters, I believe, are based on the Rokinon SP primes. I could go on and on. So anyway, yeah, Sigma caught a lot of flack for that early on, and then people realized, oh, these are actually really good lenses, and they're very affordable for what they are. And now, I believe it's kind of safe to say that they are more or less the staple of high-speed primes. Jeffrey, Kim camera's quality is 7 of 10 at best and 4 of 5 at worst. It also depends on what lens and how much. Yeah, I mean that's a really important factor to consider. Like, some people may get a really good one, and then the next person may get a dud. It's hard to. I'm not saying that about Kim camera specifically. I'm saying that about any of the more economical rehousing operations, we'll call them. You going to, hey Phil, yes I am going. In fact, I lost track of time. I need to leave in like 5 minutes, basically after I put this mount on. I gotta get there early. I gotta park down the street because I don't want to be that guy taking up a parking lot spot for so that if there's an event that's gonna have ASC members, it's not a stretch. I'm not insulting anyone if I say that a lot of the members are older, and these guys that show up to the clubhouse and take up a parking spot right at the entrance bothers me. Leave those spots for the seasoned veterans of our industry. You know, park down the street if you're young and able-bodied. It starts at, yeah, but I have to get there early, Phil. I got to drop off some stuff for Alex and Sal and all those guys. Steve. Actually, I can give you guys a little preview since it's, I mean, it's not secret. It's going to be on display. All right, the mount is on. That's about all I can do with this one for now. But hang on. Oh, right there. That's what I have to drop off early. That's their latest museum edition. Oh, I just realized I have a dead pixel right there. It's not on the plaque, it's on the camera. Anyway, but yeah, that's kind of cool. A Bolex H16 donated. I think that's their latest camera addition to the museum at the ASC. So if you see that Bolex there you go. I gotta make a bunch more of these for them, so. Yeah, the mod stream. It is back, but it's a super short one today. It was just a preview. It was basically a chance for me to get everything set back up, get my stream working, make sure I still know how to do it. It was a challenge getting all of the OBS stuff set back up. It had basically forgotten what all the cameras were. So I had to do all that, apply all the filters and the LUTs and all that. Oh, and then the fish cam right there. I can't even point to it right there. That's new. That is a live camera pointing inside the fish tank in our lobby. Phil knows. Phil has seen it before in person. Short is better than that. Thank you. I appreciate that. But this, I hope this will be the start of more regular Saturdays and do the, you know, the marathon streams again. So, yeah, I'll probably wrap it up there. I'm wondering if I should just leave it on the fish cam and you guys can talk amongst yourselves for a while. You just saw the fish. I mean, they're really small fish. We'll probably end up getting bigger fish. Yeah, I will do that. I'll leave it full screen. Well, maybe not, because then people will show up later and they'll think that this is just a fish channel. Like, where's the lenses? That's a bad idea. The quick story. I did elaborate a little bit earlier, Phil, but I'll go over it again super fast, and then I'll use that opportunity to leave. So the fish cam, it's pointing inside our aquarium in the lobby. The lenses that are inside the aquarium is a set of super speeds, 18, 25, 35, 50, 85. Mark II, I think, super speeds. Maybe Mark II super speeds. Which you really, people, it's very polarizing. People are like, oh, that's really cool, haha. And then other people that don't know the backstory are like, that's really shitty that you guys put a set of super speeds underwater. The lenses were trashed. They were in a hurricane flood in a basement, and they sat submerged in someone's basement for weeks or months, I can't remember. So by the time they got to them, they were completely seized up. There was no saving them. So we paid them a not insignificant amount to obtain these, telling them we were going to use them as a display piece. So there was no deception. There was no, we didn't trick anyone. You thought it was a poster. I mean, the fish are small. It's hard to see. So anyways, it's a set of super speeds that are completely whole, and they're ruined now. They've been underwater for about 5 years total. And then in the background is an Ingenue HR. It's just the shell of the lens. There's no glass inside except for the front flat, which when I send it to full screen, you'll see the front. It's a cool science experiment. The flat has started flaking away and chipping away. Nobody touches it. Nobody goes in there. But it's deteriorating. It's really cool to see. Every now and again, we'll see another piece just sort of on the gravel next to the element. So, I'll drop it, or I'll make it full screen for a minute, and then I'm just gonna flip the stream to the goodbye thing. So enjoy.